Welcome back. Now, Hawks Head Lieutenant General Godfrey Lebeya says the unit has made significant arrests in connection with the murders of police officers and cash and transit crimes. In his second quarter update, he says almost 100 suspects were nabbed for these crimes. He joins me now in studio for more. Thank you so much for joining us, General Advocate Godfrey Lebeya. Thank you so much for your time. Now, you've made a couple of strides within the Hawks. 100 arrests, but I think one of the main priorities was with the killings that are put directly to police officers. Just speak to me about some of the work that you have done in that regard.
In the quarter under review, there have been 17 killings of police officials. Out of that, 4 were killed while on duty. So we investigate all killings of police officials as the Hawks. We make sure that those who commit these crimes are made to account. We also indicated that we have arrested 17 individuals with regard to the killing of police officials. So we make all the efforts, and one is also comfortable with the fact that when we take the suspects to court, there are proper judgments that are being given to the perpetrators, and the nature of the sentences, actually it sends a message that justice as a whole is serious about dealing with police killers. The main concern is that those who are killing police officials, especially those who are on duty, is not necessarily wanting to kill a human being, but it is because of the profession that they are pursuing, that they are a stumbling block that prevent the perpetrators from reaching the ordinary citizens. So that is what we would like to prevent, that if you don't have police officials, it means that the ordinary citizens will be exposed to these criminals.
With that said, in your statement, you mentioned that the men and women in blue are like a blue wall between the servants, which are, or the citizens rather, of the country, which need to be protected by this blue wall, and these perpetrators. What do you think has been done differently, or what efforts are being put in place in order to ensure that the work of the Hawks is reaching the number of success that you currently are at the moment?
We received additional personnel, which I think that it will assist so that we can speed up the investigation work. We still need more because the priorities are not just police killing. So police killings are actually handled by a particular section within the serious organized crime. We have got national priority violent crime. So those are the ones that focuses on the killing of police officials together with cash in transit and other violent crimes such as robbery. So you have got that section. We would like to have more personnel even in that space. We also have got a specific section called the TOMS, Tactical Operation Management Section, which we have acquired 20 vehicles to boost that specific section. And these are not just normal vehicles. They are designed to even go closer to the cash in transit robbers and not hurt. So I think that this will be assisting in dealing with those who violate the ordinary lives of citizens by committing cash in transit, regardless of the nature of the roads where these crimes have to be happening, as well as those who will just attack police officials, like the one that we were citing as an example. An officer is working at court, and there come an individual without saying anything and just come and attack and kill the officer. But at least the one is comforted by the fact that once caught, they will be able to account.
Speaking about these interventions that you're making, specifically with regards to cash and transit heists, are you deploying some of these resources in particular areas and specific provinces in dealing with cash and transit heists?
We have got these resources in all the provinces. What we do have is that in each unit, we have got all these competencies. So one unit, if we say we have got a unit in Mahikeng, that unit will have these specific sections and components. So you have got those that will be focusing on serious corruption. You will have those who will be focusing on serious organized crime. And you will have those who are focusing on serious commercial crime. So underneath those components, you have got subsections that focus on specific activities. But in all the provinces, we have this capacity.
And of course, I mean, we're seeing a lot of mass murders taking place across various parts of the country, including extortions that have been on the rise. Any resources or interventions that are specifically going into working hand in hand with other agencies in ensuring that we curb these types of crimes?
Yeah, most of these killings that are happening, ordinary members of the public, the detective service in the greater SAPS are investigating those. So they have got the components such as the organized crime in the greater SAPS. We have got serious organized crime. They have got organized crime. So there is certain level of organized crime that they will be dealing with. So we normally categorize them as level 1, 2, 3, up to 5. So they will deal with level 1 up to level 3. Level 3, from level 3, that is where we start changing, and then we take up to level 5. So whenever we have got information, like in one of the serious cases, the information came from the members of the DPCI. We will assist and work on that information and hand over to the relevant unit. What we have in the organization or in the government as a whole is that we have got a National Priority Crime Operational Committee. This is a committee that has been established by the amendment of the Police Act. In that committee, we have got representatives from different environments, be it the detectives, crime intelligence, the prosecutors, AFU, IPAD. We have got various government departments that participate. We see it on a regular basis. That is where we will be obviously sharing ideas and what is the focus area that we need to be looking at. You will recall that during the COVID-19, among other things that we have done was to create a capacity at a Financial Intelligence Center to look specifically at these cases of COVID-19. And we haven't stopped since. And we are still arresting others, and others are being convicted. All those who shall have stolen from that particular assistance that the government was putting on the table, they will have to account.
We're also seeing, and just in reference to your different levels in terms of where the Hawks get involved, we're seeing a lot of arrests being made, especially at the OR Tambo International Airport with regards to drug busts. Are we going to be seeing more of those in the near future?
Yes. In all of the ports of entries, there are always arrests, be it land or be it the airports, even the sea. There are those arrests that are happening regularly. You will be seeing that most of the big cargoes are done at in the sea. That is where we get this, like you will be seeing in Durban, in Eastern Cape. So in all the borders, one can expect that when we know about the incoming of those, we will be acting on them.
Speak to us about the morale within society when it comes to active policing, and when you see reports such as those from the DPCI with regards to the interventions and the success that you have with certain arrests, with with some of the criminalities that are happening within our communities. How does that contribute towards the morale of the society, especially in how they view the policing as a whole?
When one looks at the social media and the ordinary comments from ordinary people that some of them we don't even know, you just meet them and they tell you that we are happy to see the efforts that you are putting in this work. It is for that reason that we thought that because from where we are sitting on a daily basis, we are achieving these successes. There is no day that goes without a success. But because at times this does not always reach the general public, we felt that we need to be updating the public on a quarterly basis, selecting some of these matters. As an example, we have got, we say that we achieved 818 successes through the courts. But then we can't talk about all 818 in the time that we are calling for a brief. So we select and say that let's do just 3% to show that this is the kind of work that we are dealing with. So I think that there is an appreciation from where I stand, and we would like to encourage the public to continuously provide us with the information, because on our own we will not always know. But when the information is provided, we act on that, and that is how we are able to succeed.
And just some of the notable challenges that you're currently experiencing, apart from resources, because I can imagine that's always a constant challenge in terms of getting the right work done.
I think that obviously some of the challenges that we have, other than resources, human resources, which is the most critical one that we need. You have got the general challenges like the equipment that we need. We don't have everything that we would like to be having, but we have already raised this, that these are the nature of the equipments that we need. We are today working in a technological environment where we have got to ensure that we have got the necessary tools to be able to deal with that. You also have got the issue of accommodation, which is something that where we are, we have got our units. We also need to ensure that the accommodation, the facility, is able to protect the evidence material that we will also be keeping in those. You do not want to have a situation where your docket can disappear. So, but we know the resources that we need. We have already made some application in this. Once the funds become available, I think will be catered for. We can also indicate that part of the source of resources is the CARA, Criminal Recovery Account. So when we do this investigation and then we confiscate the proceeds of crime, some of these are deposited in the criminal recovery account. And from that account, law enforcement agencies or any other entity that is involved in fighting crime can make an application. So the 20 of the vehicles that we are talking about actually emanate from that criminal resource recovery account.